started in 1994. What would you say are your particular highlights of the festival throughout your time here?
Not sleeping in a tent anymore. Yes. I think the first time we played, we stayed in a tent. I think the tent blew away.
That's true, actually. What happened? We slept in the toilet block afterwards because the tent blew away. Yes.
I blocked it all out.
Yeah, we graduated to. I think we slept in the car the year after. But no, the first one. I do believe you gentlemen were in the crowd.
No. I tried to be in the crowd. Yes. It was too busy in the Elsinore. I couldn't get in, and it was only Manuskript anyway. I'll go to the pub across the road. It was fine.
Yeah. And I was there because that's when I joined the band. Because you, I don't know whether you want this on record. You dumped your girlfriend, and your girlfriend was the bass player.
That's not.
And I've tried for a long time not to be in a band with you. And you persuaded me.
Just in case you started
Because
going
we had
out.
a support slot for Toyah,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
At the Marquee.
Yeah.
And then the Whitby, the first Whitby gig. And that
Sorry,
was-
so
that was-
that was the year after. The first one was in a pub. First Whitby was in
okay,
a
I
pub.
thought
It was
I'd
the
say- I
Elsinore.
thought I
It
played the first
was
one,
the
but I
Elsinore.
haven't.
It's lovely to come back, and you know, it's a big part of what our band is, and you know, I think we're a big part of it. So it's just been nice to celebrate all the little milestones and seeing it go from you know, the Elsinore, and there was the reason there was only 3 of us in the band is because we could only fit 3 of us in the Elsinore in 1994, and
3 in the audience as well.
3 in the audience. Thank you very much.
No, it was rammed. It was rammed. I couldn't get in.
It was health and safety issues
Sure.
that made him move.
They didn't have health and safety back then.
That's true. Well, no, and the other thing is really coming from, because we know Jo from just going to Rock City and you know,
Yes.
meeting her, and
Yeah.
in fact the pen pal, she put the original advert out, Melody Maker. So we got a lot of people together, 200 I think, and it was like it was in September. It was like have a weekend by the seaside, and it was really, you know, let's all just go, and it was just a big leap of faith. And now seeing it being this with all these bands and these lights and the sound, and yeah, it's just lovely. It's just like seeing one of your own children grow up. That's
What was it in that first gig in 1994 that made Whitby Goth Weekend special to you, that made you want to keep coming back to the festival? Was it something specific, or was it just the general atmosphere of the place?
There was the 1994 Goth Weekend was unusual because it's pre-internet, and goths at the time weren't necessarily travelling as much as they did then, and it was just astonishing to find lots of people from all over the country. It wasn't particularly international then, that were into the same thing, and it's like, oh, there's me, but they're from Glasgow, not from, and it was an amazing change, and I think in its own way it's shaped how the goth scene in the UK has developed.
Well, and just as a daft thing, I started a football match going, and it's still going, which is kind of
Oh wow!
my legacy is that.
Wow, that's a good legacy to have.
I was meant to be playing tomorrow, but it's my daughter's birthday, so I better go to a party. But yeah, so just things like that which kind of bring the town into it as well. Because that was the Whitby Gazette's old editor John, and I think he came to cover. It was an interview, and you know, he was just junior at that time. Started at the Whitby Gazette, so I thought his quickening was, you must go to Goth Festival and go and interview someone, and he pulled me out and just ended up talking about beer and football. Really predictable. So we decided to have a match, and then that's now. I think it's, you know, it's an integral part.
Yeah,
You're going tomorrow, and I'm not. That's really weird.
Is there anything upcoming? Anything you're planning?
Yeah, I mean, as Tom said, so we've been going continually since 1990. So and that's a long time. That's a long time. But the thing is, over the past few years, it's been a bit more sporadic. So we've always been sort of going in. What happens is you get a gig like Whitby offers you, and it's not like we sort of come back together and get, like you say, get our shit together for it. I think the plan is to not leave it so long in between, because
It's basically like the Blues Brothers, but with goths.
yes, we're on a mission from Goth. The plan is to do a bit more, so we'll get into 2017. We've done some recording. You've got that now on tape or whatever. It's replaced tape. I should know this, I'm a sound engineer, but we've done some recording, we'll work on finishing an album and have that out for some time this year, and do some gigs off the back of it, is the plan.
Yeah, I want to see how those takes. Spent plenty of time recording, and then the Whitby rehearsals to cover.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting to find out how it's all going to mesh together. So that should be good. It was sounding good as well. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for your
Thank
time,
you.
guys.
Thank you
That was
very much.
absolutely perfect.